Hey everyone, this is Scott again. Just demonstrating Ubuntu on the Hackintosh system. Let's go Android Studio in the software tool. No results. Okay, that's not what I want. That's not what I want. Type to search. Studio. Searching. Ubuntu software has more. We'll go into Ubuntu software and have a look, see what we get. Okay, new plugins, have to restart it. Hopefully it will load soon. The virtual machine's a little bit slow, so yeah, you'll have more luck on your machines. So click on the hourglass in the top right corner. And type in Android Studio. No applications found. What's going on here? Might have to do it through Firefox, unfortunately. Okay, I'll do it through Firefox. Come on, close. Come on, what are you doing? Pin this tab. Pin this tab. So we've got download Android Studio and SDK tools. Oh, the screen resolution just changed on me for some reason. I'll be changing that back post haste. To go down to over here, you're gonna have to drag the screen over a little bit. I'm using 1920 by 1200. You can use whatever your display supports. Keep changes. I'll just drag it back. I might minimize it just in case it's playing silly buggers. So go to, what do we got? Download Android Studio and SDK tools. So you got version 3.4.1 for Linux. It's about a 1 gig download. So go download Android Studio. And then we should get a little download thing come up in a second somewhere. Maybe not. Just click Click on it again and see what happens. Oh, here we go. There's a license agreement you've got to agree to. So you just scroll down that and click I agree. Click on that. Yep, there we go. Just click on save, not open. Click on save. And hit OK. And it will start downloading rather quickly on my connection. At almost 8 megasecond, maybe a little bit faster if I'm lucky. I do have a 4G plus connection with 3 bars with Optus in Australia, so my connection's rather quick. So just wait for this to download. This may take 20 minutes on a normal connection, maybe a bit longer, maybe half an hour to an hour on some connections, depending how fast your internet is. Just load up calculator and have a look. Come on, load calc. Come on, load calc. Here we go. Come on, quickly. There's a calculator app over here. Just loading that now. Shouldn't take too long. So if it's 1 gig, it's that many meg and this many kilobytes. And if you've only got a 1.5 meg connection, or say you got a 3 meg connection, it'll take this many seconds, which is that many minutes. So it'll take about 58 minutes to download. Worst case scenario. So that's not too bad. So am I scrolling by pushing forward or pulling back? So there's an emulator, code editor, build system. We've got real-time profilers, a couple of videos, all the usual sort of stuff. The emulator. And we have Android Studio downloads. So it's the Windows one. There's Windows 64-bit, Windows 32-bit, Mac 64-bit, Mac Linux 64-bit. That's it at the moment. Apparently there's also a Chrome version, but I don't know how to find it. Yeah, here we go. Chrome OS, system requirements. That's what we want to look at. So it recommends Windows 7, 8, or 10, 32 or 64-bit. The emulator only supports 64-bit Windows, so yeah, you don't want to waste time with 32-bit Windows. 4 gig RAM minimum, 8 gig recommended. 2 gig of disk space, 4 gig recommended. And a 1280 by 800 screen resolution. Mac supports Yosemite up to High Sierra. 4 gig minimum, 8 gig recommended again. 2 gig again, 1280 by 800 again. Linux recommends no more KDE. Tested on Ubuntu 14.04, which is a much older, it's a 4-year-old version. 64-bit distribution capable of running 32-bit applications. You want the GNU-C library, which we believe we have with Ubuntu 18.04 LTS installed. 4 gig RAM minimum, 8 gig RAM maximum again. 2 gig disk space and 1280 by 800 screen. Here we've got Chrome OS. They recommend 8 gig, 8 gigabytes, 8,192 meg. more RAM recommended, 4 gig disk space, 1280 by 800 screen resolution, an i5 or higher. i3 8130U will suffice because they're dual cores with hyperthreading, so they appear as 4 logical cores. Recommended devices, we've got the Chromebook X360 14, which is the one that I'm suggesting that people get if they want to follow me along. And then I'll just go to the download because it should be done and click on it. Then we wait for it to do its little thing. This will probably be faster on your own computers, by the way, because I've set the virtual machine up as a single core because I was lazy. What do I want to do with this? Android Studio, I might just copy it into the docs folder for the namesake. You can put it somewhere else if you want, somewhere better. I'm just going to install it to documents. Actually, I might just put it in home. So now it's extracting the files. Shouldn't take too much longer. That's the Android Studio folder extracted. Usually you would go into the bin folder, and in here there should be something that lets us run it. I'm not sure what it is. It might be Studio SH. I'll try that. Okay, so I might have to run that from terminal. Open with another application. Fuel applications. Have we got terminal in here or not? It doesn't look like we do. I'd have to go into the command line to do it. I'll just hit the home key. Capture. Okay, can we do that? Yeah, please. Come on. So type in terminal up here. This loads the terminal for the Linux machine. So I type pwd, that prints working directory, so I'm in home SDB, so I just go cd Android-Studio, and then we can do a little ls to list what we've got. And I believe it is in the bin folder, and then we go ls again. And here we've got Studio SH, so just do that. Oh, it doesn't like me, sorry. /Studio SH. And hopefully that will run an installer or something. We'll find out soon enough. Do not import settings. So I might run the system monitor so I can see what's going on a little bit. Oh, come on, I'm gonna load. I do apologize for the speed of the virtual machine. It's my fault for setting it up with a single core. I can drag this over here. That'll maximize that. Send usage statistics to Google is probably a good idea. I just hit resources and we can see the CPU usage is probably getting smashed. And here we can see Android Studio is loading. So we've got a wizard coming up. Welcome, this wizard will set up your development environment. Help port existing Android apps. Yep, that's what we want to do. Just go standard. We can go light or dark view. I usually go dark with Ubuntu, but you can, I mean, it's your personal preference, really. It really is. Now we're going to download 681 mega stuff. So we've got the Android emulator, the SDK tools, the SDK platform, the platform tools, the SDK tools, and the patch player. And then we just click on that, hit next, and hit finish. We've detected the system on the Android emulator in accelerated performance mode. It's a good thing, because non-accelerated mode is very, very slow. And now it's about 60, 70, 80. That's only the first download. Okay, this could take a bit of time. %, 30%, 40%, 50%, 60%, 70%, 80%, 90%, and this component is up to 100% downloaded. It might take a little bit to unzip because it's a bit big. So the development environment Android Studio is actually based on Eclipse. So you can read about Eclipse or Android Studio. We might do that while it's downloading. So we've got the system requirements, which is very good. These are the books I recommend, the HP Chromebook X360 14. So I'll open up a new tab and we'll go to the Google Chromebook page. Come on, we don't know what's going on. Chromebook. Okay, we've got to restart Firefox, unfortunately. Here you can see we're already using 2.4 gigs of memory of the 6 gig that I've allocated to the virtual machine, which shows up as 5.8 gig allocated because of the integrated video. So you want a machine with 4 gigs of RAM at least, and ideally 2 CPU cores, if not 4 CPU cores. I'll just search for Chromebook. Enter. Is it gonna let me do that or not? There we go, just load up Google, search for Chromebook. So we've got the Google Chromebooks page. The first ones are all ads. I'll skip over them. I think the first 2 or 3 Google results are usually ads. So the new Chromebooks are here. There's some examples from Dell. I believe that might be one of the HP ones on the left. And then we've got an Asus. Oh, sorry, an Acer. Sorry, my bad. Cookies are okay with me. Don't find yours. So these are the ones I recommend, the Chromebook X360s. Starting at $9.99, you can get them for $1,800 from JB Hi-Fi. So it says where to buy JB Hi-Fi. So we've got the picture of the Chromebook. Some more pictures of the Chromebook. It's a very nice machine for the price. 14 hours of battery life, 16mm thin, narrow bezel, 8th generation Core i3, so it's dual core with hyperthreading. It runs Chrome OS, obviously enough. Supports Google Play Music, games, movies, books, which is, we want books and we want Android Studio. And I've probably killed enough time, so if we go back here, this might be finished. So this is welcome to Android Studio. We're currently using 3.1 gigs of RAM, so you want to get definitely get a machine with 4 gig at least. So we can go to start a new Android Studio project. Then I click on that. We've got the create a new project. I usually just go blank activity or empty activity. For argument's sake, I'll just go empty activity. And then we'll call it my first application. Package name is myfirstapplication.example.com back to front. The language we will change to Java. The default is now Kotlin. We'll just reiterate, the language is now Kotlin. By default, we're changing it to Java. The minimum API level, it's API 15. I believe there are 29 API versions. So if you target 403 is actually a good target. Ice cream sandwich. Your app will run on approximately 100% of the devices. That's a very good thing. If you go down to 29, it'll be less than 1% of devices. If you go to say Nuka 7.1, it'll only run on 14% of devices. KitKat is what I usually target, but ice cream sandwich is also a good, very good target. 404, 403. And then we just hit finish. Then we just hit finish. Come on. I believe it's doing something. It's just the CPU is being hammered. You can see at the background the CPU loads at 100%. There we go. That'll come up in a moment. And this is Android Studio based on Eclipse or IntelliJ, or both, really. So we've got what's new in 3.4. We've got the assistant to help us do things. I might just minimize that to the side of the screen. So we've got the assistant with what's new. I'm just minimizing at the side of the screen again, just so you can see me do it. So I go to run. There's a run option down there. I'll just click on that and we'll see what happens. Edit configurations. What do we got? Create new configuration. Just click on run. Might be a little bit slow on this machine because it's only single core. In fact, it may not load until I go dual core. Oh, it's running a build now. There we go. You can see down here, it's got my first application syncing, download services.gradle.org distributions, has downloaded Gradle, starting the Gradle daemon, running the build, loading the build. So it'll take, it's been about 2 minutes already apparently. Configuring the build. Most of your machines will do this faster as long as they've got 4 gigs of RAM or more. So go back into System Monitor. You'll see we're using 3.3 gigs of RAM already, so you'll definitely want to get one with a machine with 4 gigs of RAM or 8 gigs of RAM if you can. CPU usage is dipped, then went back up, and dipped, then went back up, and sort of slid down a bit, and it's back at 100%. And then I'll just click on Android Studio again. I might stop this video here and I'll show you how to do it on the Mac.